Electrocuting that elephant? Still, how's that light bulb thing working out for you? The brown wax cylinder debuted in 1889. This recording, DeWolf Hopper's You Can Always Explain Things Away, was made the very next year. SoundBeat is produced at the Belfer Audio Archive, home to one of the largest cylinder collections on the planet. You can choose from over 1,400 right now at the Belfer Cylinders Digital Connection. Google Belfer Digital, or we'll show you how at soundbeat.org.
KAKU.
I just feel awkward silences with my laughter.
88.5 FM. It's time to pound the poi on The Local Show. KAKU FM Kahului, Maui, the voice of Maui.
It begins again.
On the local show with me, Brother Tony Midnite, and Brother Jiren over here, Jiren Movie Reviews.
Hey,
we're back here with the Thursday afternoon Frights.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. We talk about movies and all kinds of stuff and things like that and what's been going on. So yeah, today a lot of the movies that'll be featured. On my part is horror. On your part, you got a family film, which I'm interested in hearing about. I didn't watch Toy Story 4, so I don't know what Toy Story 5 is all about. All I know is that from the trailer, it's like, oh, it's digital mobile devices versus the toy.
It's screen time versus playtime.
Oh, golly jeez. And then Jackass Best and Last.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that both movies are family movies.
Sure. One about, kids' toys, and the other one about tasers and
male genitalia
and poop jokes, something or other like that.
Oh yes.
So yeah, and then on my part, I watched a indie horror film, co-written and co-directed by Finn Wolfhard of Stranger Things, I believe. He co-directed, right?
He did.
Yeah, okay, co-directed. Yeah. Awesome. And then as well as Jaws. It's a classic. It's a 4th of July tradition that you have to watch Jaws.
I too got to watch that.
Nice. Yes.
So
yes. It's tradition. You have to.
It's tradition.
If it's Jaws, it's one other movie that I wish I had checked out before like ending the 4th of July. I'm like, I know I have this movie somewhere, and I just didn't get around to watching it.
What, Return of the Living Dead?
No, it's a movie called The Bay.
Yes.
It's a found footage.
I didn't get to finish that, but I really wanted to fully dive into it.
Yeah. And then also watch one movie that is a...
Oh, it's a stinker.
It's a...
I thought you were just spitting for a second.
I saw the trailer too. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. You see the red, white, and blue flag being flown around for a couple of minutes there. I'm like, okay, so this must be like a summer 4th of July kind of movie, so I'll check it out. And then I watched it from beginning to end, and I was like, no.
What was it?
It's called Brute 1976. It's available on Tubi for free. It's a lower budgeted indie flick. Directed by a man, I forget his name is Marcel something Marcel. But he also is one of the guys that were behind the remake of Blood Feast.
Okay.
Which I haven't seen, but I'm loyal to the original. Shout out to Herschell Gordon Lewis, the godfather of gore. Because if it wasn't for Blood Feast, there wouldn't have been gore in horror films. To tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Blood Feast came out in mid-60s.
Even before the Italians.
Mid-60s, American.
Mid-60s, okay.
Mid-60s
okay.
American horror flicks, horror comedy flicks, as a matter of fact, where it was just like non-stop gore murders.
So this is around oh no, this predates Night of the Living Dead.
Predates, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
There's a slew of horror movies that came out in the mid-60s that featured violent murders, and a lot of it was from a man called Herschell Gordon Lewis, or H.G. Lewis. And he is known as the godfather of gore. He had created movies such as Blood Feast, 2000 Maniacs, the Gore Girls, The Wizard of Gore, which has been remade in the past decade or so,
multiple times,
with Crispin Glover as the lead actor in that film.
Yes.
I'm like, Crispin Glover in a gory horror. Oh wait, what am I talking about? He got a meat cleaver to the face in Friday the 13th Part 4.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, so let's get it started here. Let's start off with the family features.
Yes.
So let's get the family feature out of the way so that we can go down. We can slowly go down the debauchery level.
The debauchery.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right. Toy Story 5.
4, 5. I said 4. I said 5.
Yes,
5. Okay,
yes.
5.
You just told me that you haven't seen 4, so that's probably
seen
why.
4.
Yeah. So if you saw Toy Story 4, like quick little recap. We follow where the toys are now living with Bonnie. Bonnie is their owner.
Bonnie!
Yeah. So what you missed out is that eventually, there was a lot of question as to whether Woody wanted to stay with this clan because, he's not the primary toy anymore. He used to be Andy's primary toy, but Bonnie definitely has other toys, so to speak, to favor. And what happened in part 4 was that he ends up reuniting with Bo Peep, who has been out in the wild, just kind of rescuing and liberating toys and, kind of being there for children, like out in the playground, kind of stuff like that. And so to kind of live that life, he decided to say goodbye to the gang, so that was that big farewell between them. So we pick up directly on 5, where we do follow the human characters just a little bit more, just as much as the toys do. So Bonnie is a little more present than Andy ever was. So, you see that she's at an age where she's struggling to, make friends, because, as other kids get older, they kind of phase out of toys. She still has that big imagination. She loves playing with her toys. Jessie is actually her favorite toy. So Jessie is a little more on the forefront of the main character here. And seeing that the parents kind of know, the parents know that she's having tough time playing, making friends. And so they decide to get her a tablet. Her first tablet, just because everybody has a tablet nowadays.
A mobile device.
A mobile device.
Yes, I know. I from knowing my niece, it was almost like, she was born with a tablet in her hand, kind of deal. Everything. Peppa Pig on the tablet. You gotta get the tablet. YouTube, Peppa Pig. What's this little Asian kid that's playing with toys?
The interactive AI features scare me.
Yeah.
When the kids think that that's something like, I can call my friend. Oh, who's your friend? No, it's not a real friend. It's an AI bot.
ChatGPT.
Oh no. I'd like to say that I treat these AI properties, I don't want to shame myself out there, but I use ChatGPT like Google, you know, just for quick little answers.
Yeah.
But getting off the topic. But yeah, she gets her first tablet and she starts to exhibit a lot of the behavior, a lot of the, you know, kind of zombie brain mode that a lot of kids go to when they are stuck on the tablet, especially when the power is running low.
Oh no.
Oh yes, it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
When you can't charge it.
Skibbity brain rot.
So, you know, and that's kind of how, like, the tablet becomes more priority. Who's voiced by Greta Lee, who's in Past Lives and Tron Ares. Yeah, she plays the voice of Lilypad. That's what they call it.
Lilypad.
Lilypad, yes.
And the tablet itself is sentient.
Yes.
Okay.
It does. It has a life form of itself, and so Jessie, you know, she kind of like realizes how much damage this is doing to Bonnie socially, as well as, like, you know, her inability to actually connect with real people. And so realizing that, you know, not trying to be on the selfish side where she's a toy and she's not getting played with, but then she realizes that that's what the world is nowadays, is kids on tablets. And it becomes quite an alarm. So, you know, she wants to do something about it. And, you know, this gets Woody back in the gang. And they just, one after another, it just becomes a cascade of trouble and shenanigans and
Where's Buzz?
hijinks. Buzz is there. Buzz is actually, you know, it's a little upsetting because not since the earlier movies has Buzz really felt like part of the main characters. Like, he's there. He just doesn't have too much to do.
Okay.
And I gotta say, that's one of the first big red flags about this movie was they are trying so hard to give Woody and Buzz something to do, because it's nice to see that Jessie is more of the main character. It gave her a little bit more to do. But for Woody and Buzz to be in there, I felt like they were forced. Like, I felt like they had nothing else to do, especially with the other toys. Like, there are new toys that come into this story, and there's like a point where the movie's almost running out of time to try and introduce you to new characters, as well as trying to cater some screen time to the OGs, to the point where they are being put into a box and shoved in the garage for like the remainder of the screen time. So only the important ones are the ones that matter.
The garage. I would think the attic or something like that.
Yeah, that's just the sabotage that happens along the way. So what the trailer doesn't really get to show you is that eventually Jessie has always had her old owner's address on her little flap on her leg. And so she accidentally gets brought to that farm, to that old farm. If you recall her origin story in part 2 about being, you know, left behind and abandoned, you know, a lot of those like, I guess, emotional and heavy memories just come flooding back, and that becomes part of Jessie's arc because she's afraid to be left behind by Bonnie, you know. And she does kind of come across some other toys that are, you know, have aged out and have been forgotten. And especially, even though the house that belonged to her original owner is now owned by these new owners, or what do you call it, new family, so to speak. You know, she is seeing like this weird dynamic, like, you know, the little girl that lives in that house also likes to play with toys, you know. So you know, her whole mission is to, again, have Bonnie connect with people, and, you know, otherwise she's gonna turn out like a lot of these kids who have really bad social skills. And what I like about the movie is that it went in a direction that I didn't expect it to go. And especially, there's this whole sub arc that I didn't care for, but thankfully it came into play. But it had to do with these abandoned Buzz Lightyear toys that were stranded on an island. And somehow they have this whole sub story where they are trying to, I guess, find some kind of purpose out there. So like, there's a league of Buzz Lightyears out there that are trying to, like, that are trying to find their purpose.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it made me want a Buzz Lightyear toy again, all over. I've always wondered when they're so technologically
Well, they got the
advanced.
Buzz Lightyear bucket.
Oh, I got that for my nephew.
Yes. You have told me this before.
That cost a lot of money without popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to a lot of the fancy smancy popcorn releases. Like if you go to like AMC theaters in the mainland, they have like an array. Like there was a He-Man Masters of the Universe one.
Oh, there's so much popcorn buckets.
You brought on when Alien Romulus came out.
I did. I got
the alien popcorn bucket.
I did. I got two of them. I got the xenomorph head, and I got the face hugger little incubator. Or whatever.
Oh wow! Yeah. So yeah, here's the thing too. When it comes down to movies like this, I like how there's not the new age of merchandising that goes on. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm pretty sure that the Buzz Lightyear bucket wasn't the only thing that was attached to this movie. I believe there's some other merchandising that has come to, and especially when it comes down to like actually new toys for the market for the upcoming holidays and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My nephew's birthday party is upcoming this weekend.
Okay.
And me and my girlfriend, I'm pretty sure my girlfriend's sister isn't listening to this, but we got him a Buzz Lightyear toy.
Buzz Lightyear.
And he better be thankful because that thing was not cheap.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about like with that nice, like, it's not the original packaging, but it's close because they had to redo it. So it has all the features where you press the button, his wings pop up and everything.
Now, I don't want to mention prices, but I'm talking maybe like, was the price around the range of a large scale Lego set?
No, I think Lego sets are ridiculous in their price. Is it warranted though? I'd say it's justified. Yeah.
I mean, I grew up at a time where you go down to the store, you go down to KB's Toys or whatever. Yeah. And you know, a Lego set back then was like expensive for us in the 80s was like $30.
Yes.
You know, and the 30 just doubled in price.
That's why I look at some people and like, oh, my movies are expensive. What about the toys? Have you been to Target lately?
Imagine, I haven't been to Target in a while.
I mean, you're not missing out too much. I mean,
yeah. You know, if I go over there, like I'm just there to like stare at the ridiculous price NECA figures, and I'm like, I wish I had the money for this.
You should go back to Walmart.
Yeah, no. If once in a while, if I find a clearance, I'm like, yes, and I did. In the past, like just this year, I'm like, saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, actually TCM3 Leatherface figure, for a price, and I look at the price, and I'm like, yes, you're coming home with me. Thank you very much.
Now, the thing that I kind of disliked about Toy Story 5, I had to say that, there is this whole message in that overarching question about, is technology actually bad? Should we abandon all this? And while this movie's story finds an equal message to balance out, like, yes, it's nice to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I do think that how they go about the consequences of what being addicted to your devices can be is sort of swept under the rug. It's not really handled properly, and I do think that even the parents are probably going to walk away with just not the best message. Because if I gotta say, the one thing that bugged me about this movie was how dismissive Bonnie's parents were.
Over her tablet, tablet situation,
and how she navigated through it. Like for example, Lilypad tries to manipulate a friend request and a group message thread for Bonnie to get invited over to a sleepover, and then she goes and she's like, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I got invited to a sleepover," and it hard cuts to the dad just dropping off the kid at the friend's house. But I'm like, as a parent, wouldn't you be a little more concerned? Wouldn't you want to go and interact with who's watching your daughter overnight, or at least say hi to the kids? I don't know. There was a lot of things that the parents could have done that could have not necessarily messed up and derailed a lot of the, mishaps and missteps that happens in this movie, especially with Bonnie. But I guess conveniences needed to happen in order for Bonnie to get to one place and for the toys to, do a specific action.
So this lily pad kind of sounds like Megan.
Sort of. I don't, if I'm going to be honest,
Family version of Megan.
Yeah. It is quite predictable on where they take the lily pad, though, because I do think that the movie doesn't have... It's more focused on not necessarily having a main antagonist, but it's more of just how it's more like aging out.
Okay.
It's more like how does one stay relevant? Where do we go from here? What is the purpose and what is our time?
Is the spork still there?
The spork is still there, and somehow he got a wife. Oh, I'm sorry, a knife.
A knife wife. A
No.
A plastic butter knife.
Dude, I'm pretty sure she's another spoon. But then they do this whole thing. I pronounce you, fork and knife, and I'm like, what?
Oh golly gee.
What?
Oh golly gee.
My niece's favorite thing is the spork. Is Forky? Is it Forky? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
didn't watch Toy Story 4, so
yeah. And guess what? They actually have a toy.
Oh no.
Like, you can actually go to Walmart and buy the little set.
No.
Yeah, you can buy that. You can buy the set, and then you can build him. And you can build a spork.
You
can build the spork. They give you the legit
merchandising. Merchandising. Like Spaceballs. Like,
look at it.
Stop. Merchandising.
Look, he even came with a sticker on his leg.
Oh my god! What's next? Toy Story the Flamethrower. Come on, man. Oh well, so that's Toy Story 5 right there.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly not. I think if you like Toy Story in general, you're gonna enjoy this movie. But I mean, if you want to compare it to the quality and storytelling type of the previous 4 films, this is at the bottom rank.
Okay.
This is at the bottom rank. But this movie's gonna make money in its sleep. I bet you we're gonna get Toy Story 6.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there's kids of families going in droves to the movie theaters or awaiting the streaming on Disney Plus alone, they're still gonna make money.
A lot of kids showed up to this movie. It's kind of insane.
Unlike like kids, I don't know if kids are gonna go to watch Shrek 25,000.
Oh, I'll bet you more people are probably watching Toy Story than they are going to be watching Moana this weekend. That's for sure.
Oh no, Moana! That's right, Moana's coming up.
Yeah. I got an invite to that. It looks like garbage.
Okay, good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
The reviews are bad.
Did you watch Supergirl?
I did not. Supergirl and Disclosure Day have been movies that I've been wanting to watch, but I haven't been so urgent to want to go and see it.
I haven't watched it, and I'm standing clear, but there's so many posts about Supergirl this, Supergirl that, Supergirl this.
Yeah, it's very, very divisive.
As well as a post by our founder of the Hawaii Film Critics Society, Barry Worst.
Oh,
I read his post on Facebook. I'm like, Barry didn't like it. I don't know.
That doesn't mean we don't check it out.
I'll probably check it out. I'll probably watch it when it comes on stream later on, when it does release, probably around the holidays.
Speaking of which, big shout out to our new, our new members of the society.
Patty Lee and Michael McCartney.
Yeah, and also I think she got announced this morning, Lisette. My goodness, I can't remember her full name.
Oh no, there's another member.
We got another member. Yes. I don't know if have you been reading the emails? There is a slew of new people that we got.
There's emails?
Yes. Check your email.
I have.
You have?
I didn't see anything from Barry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. We got to get you on that.
Get me on the email list, man. Okay, so yes, all right. Mahalo.
This is how we get invites.
Aloha to the amazing new members. You know, I know Michael would be a part of it at some point because he's Michael McCartney.
Dude, I thought he was already part of it. He shows up to our movie outings, like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and plus the guy, he's part of the generation. Like, oh, he's a little older than me, but he's a part of the video store generation. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, the video store generation, us boomers.
You guys should have a show. I know he has his own radio show, but you guys should have a show.
Yeah. So we gotta invite him in here again.
We should.
Right?
We should. He's so cool.
People from other members of the society to come in here to start talking.
That's what you should do, man. That'd be an awesome segment.
That would be cool. So we go from amazing family films to a family of a different type.
Jackass Best and Last.
Jackass.
Yes.
Or as in local terms, donkeys. It's the donkey show.
The donkey show.
Yeah. So from when I watched the trailer, I'm like, I already know that this is possibly just gonna be like more of a flashback tribute type with a lot of maybe not too many, but some good amount of new material added in. Yeah, with the newer cast, like Poopies and who's the female, the comedian that's a part of the crew now?
Rachel. I forget her last name. Rachel Wolf. I don't know.
That poor woman.
But I gotta say, you are right. This movie is half looking back on all of the good stuff. Like all the highlights. Like this pretty much feels like that one episode of a show where, like they do flashbacks of all the highlights of, your best moments in, the series and all that kind of stuff.
Possibly some deleted, on the cutting room floor scenes that are added in that was like too extreme.
Yeah. And then they also had brand new stuff, So I did the mistake. I rewatched every single Jackass movie prior to this, and I did kind of make it a little underwhelming for me to go into this movie because some of the really great stuff we had to ended up seeing again. Yeah. But, okay, for example, for me, I didn't watch the show from start to finish, so it was nice to see some of the stuff that I didn't grow up watching.
The MTV show. The early, I was like 1999. I was still in high school, and we were watching MTV. And it's like, what is this?
Yes.
And you see like skateboarders doing crazy stunts and stuff like that in skits. And that's when we were introduced to Steve-O. I remember one of the episodes on the MTV is like, what is this guy doing? He shaved all his hair off.
He's the wildest one.
He shaved all his hair off just so he can go stilt walking up a off of a swimming pool ramp.
Yeah.
That's like 20 feet up or something like that. Yeah, he did all that because he thought like, better aerodynamics if you shave all your hair off.
So this felt like a almost behind the scenes feature alongside a new movie. So it was kind of nice to not just look back on some of the old stuff in repeat, but they also got to show some stuff that didn't get aired. Like there was some stuff that they couldn't show on MTV that they were showing us now, which was pretty cool. They even had like footage that they couldn't use because they were omitted. Sorry. Basically, like for example, we had a few, looking back on Ryan Dunn, the late member who passed away.
Yes.
Over the last decade.
I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be like. There's a quick little tribute to Dunn in the
quick
show.
Little tribute,
yeah.
As well as Bam Margera. There was a lot of old footage with Bam Margera that got included, and even though they weren't on the best terms, they want to be now. Like even at the premiere, they were talking to his parents who got to attend the premiere, and they want to make bygones be bygones.
They want to make bygones be bygones, but at the same time, you're talking about Bam Margera. This is Bam. This guy, you say the wrong thing, he's going to hold a grudge no matter what.
So it's funny because there was one prank or one stunt that was showcased in part 4. They actually shot it with Bam. This is before the whole fiasco.
Is this the night vision clip?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So they have the night vision clip, they actually had the stunt shot with Bam that wasn't in the movie. and we got to see that in full.
They also did like a deleted scene where it was they were doing a marching band thing, but they had to step on a giant treadmill.
Yes.
Yeah. So I know of that one. I seen that deleted feature that was not even included in Jackass Forever.
Yeah.
And then, like when I saw the trailer, I'm like, just a quick clip. I was like, oh, Bad's probably there. They're probably joking with us, but I'm like, oh, okay, I know.
Yeah.
It's just going to be archival stuff. So
it's all archival stuff. It was something that they had to put into contract because he didn't want to be part of it anymore. But they needed his permission in order to include the archival footage. So it was rather bittersweet to have some of those old footage because this movie felt a little more complete having that footage with Ryan, having that footage with Bam. So it felt full. You know what I mean? Like,
was there any celebrity guests in the newer shot stuff?
I would have to say the one that I recognized the most was Paul Walter Hauser. He was in Richard Jewell, Cruella.
Okay.
I, Tonya.
Yeah, because I know in the past it's like they've had like in Jackass Forever. Who did they have in Jackass? Eric Andre was part of the team for a second there.
Eric Andre,
and
stuff creator.
People like forget unless you remember watching the original Jackass series that for a couple of stunts they had Brad Pitt on the show.
Yes, they did show that one. They showed that one in the movie.
They kidnapped Brad Pitt in the middle of Brad Pitt's just a whole bunch of people. It's like, hey, this Brad Pitt over here. He's somewhere walking around a bunch of people on Hollywood. And then they come up like freaking terrorists and they kidnap his ass.
him. Yeah.
And then there's another one after that. It's Johnny, it's Steve-O, it's Brad Pitt, and I don't know if it was Danger Aaron. I think it might have been Aaron.
Yeah.
Or it might have been
poor Aaron. He's always getting picked on.
He's always getting
picked on. Even in this one.
He's the easy target for all these guys.
He's the easy target.
So, but yeah, there's a little thing where they did. They all dressed up in gorilla costumes.
Okay.
And they're just causing chaos. You're like, the whole shopping cart thing.
Yes.
Apparently, Brad Pitt is like, I want to try it, and he's in a freaking monkey suit, and they just flung him out in a shopping cart, and he crashes, and he takes off his mask, and you see the look on his face. It's like, oh, he must have been freaking high at the time.
Can you imagine if Brad Pitt was doing that now?
He can do it.
Oh yeah,
he can do it.
He did F1.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Do it, man. Do another Jackass stuff, like real quick one.
Yeah.
But, it's already said and done. So, overall, though, do they go overboard or do they just keep it at a medium pace for this Jackass feature?
I think...
Is there... Because, they're famous for going overboard on some things.
Yes. Okay.
Especially when it comes down to, like, male nudity and or... anything that pertains to the testes getting punch or hit in some way.
So I do have to say that you can tell that they are just like, and this is part of what kind of made this movie a little bit more emotional, was that these guys are getting old.
They're old guys.
Yeah.
I know.
And as much hits and crazy stuff as they do, there were some things that definitely, like, some things that were definitely, like, reminiscent of what they could do or what they could withstand in the past. There were some things that almost kind of really took them out. Like, really, like, okay, we could only do that once. Oh, you know what I mean? Which is why sometimes, like, the new cast members are very good sports in trying to do what they were doing at a very young age before,
Yeah. But when it comes down to, like, Johnny Knoxville has almost the same amount of injuries as Jackie Chan at this point.
It's crazy.
I mean, this even something that wasn't even a part of Jackass. It was a Nitro Circus tribute to Evel Knievel.
With that Action Point? Or
No, wait. Oh, I know. I haven't even seen Action Point. But I know he got concussed in that movie.
Yeah.
But no, this is off. Like this is for an MTV special, and the Jackass crew they were producing Nitro Circus at the same time.
Yeah.
So Nitro Circus is a whole bunch of like extreme sports guys. They're just doing crazy stunts, and Johnny Knoxville was trying to go with a dirt bike off a dirt hill.
Yes, I remember that one.
The freaking bike came down and cracked him right in the crotch.
I saw. Yeah, they did show that one.
They did show that clip.
They did show that clip.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's not a Jackass movie unless you go down the line of every injury that Johnny Knoxville went through, including the first movie where he got knocked out and almost swallowed his tongue because of Butterball.
Yeah.
Butterbean?
Yes.
Butterbean.
That hurt. That looked like it hurt.
It hurt. Among every other people, I mean, like Dave Angley got cracked on his butt because he was trying to do like ride a wild water hose.
Yeah.
And then Aaron McGee, I lost count of how many times he busted his teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He has fake teeth. All of them have fake teeth to this day. And look at Steve-O, man. I mean, God, dude. I didn't realize that he got an impacted eardrum because of the porta potty stunt in the last movie.
Dude.
Was it Jackass 3 or is it Jackass Forever?
3.
It's 3.
3.
Jackass 3. He had impacted eardrum. From what? Feces. He got impacted eardrum from feces getting squished into his ear. I'm like, oh... Good job. I mean, they did things that other people would never do. I mean, come on. I mean, how many times can you shoot a butter rocket from your anus?
So, all in all, this movie was good. It was kind of sad because this movie is literally short. It's an hour and a half. Half of the movie is a walk down memory lane, and then
it's the best stuff
is new stuff. Yeah. But it almost made every stunt and every prank. It almost felt like it felt very sentimental. It felt like it mattered. Even though there wasn't as much as there were in the past. So. This was kind of nice to have that finality, that final goodbye with that cast, and it was
that's cool.
It was good.
Cool. Yeah. And maybe this will open the doors for a slew of new kids that want to do the whole Jackass bit.
Yeah, but they gotta earn it though. They gotta earn it.
It's gonna be probably produced by Jeff Tremaine, but you have a whole new crew and a whole new group of people. If Poopies is in there, I mean, what a name, Poopies. Hey, Poopies, what a guy. I've heard his story through Steve-O's podcast and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, this kid really deserves what he's doing.
Out of all the new members, Poopies does the most.
Yeah, he does the most. Yeah. I mean, he got bit by a shark for Shark Week. They did a whole stint where Jackass presents Shark Week, and he the first time presenters on Shark Week got actually attacked by a shark. And wow, that guy is crazy. But there's a whole bunch of kids that are out there on YouTube that should have been a part of it, I mean, they got shout out real quick to a YouTuber. His name is Houston Jones. And he puts his body through the ringer to the point it's if you watch his latest videos, dude, stop it already. Look at your legs. So how many times can you hit a mace on your leg? Yeah. God, gee whiz. But yeah. So yeah, shout out to all the Jackass guys. I mean, so long, farewell. But I'm pretty sure there'll be a new iteration of the same Jackass, group come along later on. And there's always an audience where people they want to sit down and watch people be stupid. Yeah. Okay, so I got 17 minutes, so let me power through to my movies. First off, traditional, July 4th, gotta watch Jaws. It's traditional. You have to watch Jaws for 4th of July. Because it is the movie to watch. And, every time I watch Jaws, every summer, every time, I'm I find something new or something I didn't notice. Like, how did I realize this last time? Okay, so there's a weird fact, a weird controversy or conspiracy that, there's a murdered victim on the movie set. I'm like, no, there wasn't. You guys are really reaching. It's like, no. You were looking at the extras in the background. You guys stop it, knock it off. So, but overall though, I noticed more of like there's a fun little fact about the movie. So quick little fun fact about the movie, okay? On set, when Roy Scheider said the popular line of "you're gonna need a bigger boat," it was from not even in the script. I found out the crew, while filming on location, always had the fear, and it did happen while on location on set, of putting gear onto rafts to go to the location to film, and the fear of like anything that is on the rafts or the boats going there would fall off, and then they're yelling out, "We're gonna need a bigger boat," because all of the props and things were like falling into the water. So that's when, like, rewatching the movie, I'm like, okay, so that's where the line came from. You're gonna need a bigger boat. And yeah, I'm like, I found out more things, like the whole sequence that happened with the shark cage getting ripped apart by the shark. Did you know that was actually filmed by National Geographic photographers?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
This couple that actually like were shooting footage for National Geographic. They were called on set to like, okay, we're gonna need some actual footage in the field of a real great white shark being attacking the thing, and it was let's say a shark cage that's like no bigger than this. So when you see the movie, you kind of make it look like it's an actual 20 feet. Yeah, 25 feet shark attacking the cage.
Right.
It's no bigger, and it's no bigger than this desk.
Right.
So it's actually like, it was only like a 15-foot great white shark that actually attacked the cage. But the actual people that shot that, it was actually a husband and wife team, and they were National Geographic photographers. I didn't realize that. So
the cinematographers, or just specifically that scene in the cage?
They were actually documentary filmmakers that went out there. They filmed everything. They cataloged a lot of sharks back in the day, and this is like early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. You know, you had guys like Jacques Cousteau and all these people. They were like going out there, marine biologists, and filming. But this was the shark couple. So they're the one that got that footage for Jaws. Yeah. Okay. And then I was like kind of like contemplating myself, like, do I want to put on Jaws 2 and then Jaws 3 and Jaws 4, because I do have it as a collection. And I was like, no. Oh, thank you. No. Jaws 2.
There's some rewatchability to it.
There's some watchability to Jaws 2. Jaws 3.
Oh man, I can't with the effects, man. I don't care.
Do you love that? You know, when I was a kid, it was so amazing to me. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, that shark is just not moving at all. And it's slowly trying to like break through the glass, and everybody's like, this. Then it's Quaid. Oh, and then a freaking shark comes through in 3D. The glass is like old school 3D. I'm like, you guys stop. And then Jaws: The Revenge. Oh my god! At that point, the shark was a slasher.
Oh yeah,
it was Freddy Krueger that kept coming back.
Yeah, you just have to get on the boat.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But it's tradition, everybody. If you are a movie fan, 4th of July, you have to watch Jaws. Very much. It's traditional. Among other movies, there's so many other stuff too that I missed out on watching. You know, there's like a slasher horror movie called Uncle Sam I didn't get a chance to watch that. I don't even know where it's playing. And there's like movies like The Bay,
Yeah.
which is a found footage movie. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I watched it once. I think it's about time I do a rewatch on that one as well. So, yeah. Other than that, I went to Hulu and Disney Plus to watch Hell of a Summer. The story of a bunch of camp counselors on the first weekend before summer camp starts up. And you have a slasher killer on the loose there. They're co-directed by Finn Wolfhard of Stranger Things. I forget who's the other person. I guess his good friend.
It's that one kid who's mostly alone throughout the movie. He kind of gets in on the action, but he's like the first one to sort of suspect Fred Hedginger as the killer. I think he's the one in the blue shirt.
That kid.
Yeah.
Is he from Disney? He looks familiar. I feel like I seen him like on a Disney or Nickelodeon show in the past.
I do not know his credits.
Yeah,
but he is.
He's the one that's trying too hard to get attention from everybody else.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're the directors.
So yeah, him and Finn Wolfhard.
They're the friends that show up. And his, because Finn Wolfhard's character is kind of a rich, like, trusty kind of kid, showing up in a nice convertible car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those two kids are the directors, and it's nice.
It's
right?
a nice it's a little entertaining. It's entertaining, It's comedy. It's horror.
Yeah.
And I did find it annoying. You had said this in the past about when you reviewed this movie that it is annoying that there's a lot of off-screen kills.
Yes.
So I didn't. At first, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But see, here it comes down to like slasher movies. There's always gonna be like one or two off-screen kills. But majority for a slasher film to work, you gotta have some on-screen kills.
Yeah, because like a movie like this, you don't try to mainstay it for its performance or its story, because it is a movie that feels recycled of its tropes and this type of story it wants to tell. So we really come here for the gore, So it was like, show us some creative kills.
There is some moments of creative kills. Right, there's some moments of violence. So
yeah, but when you come to the aftermath of it, which is a little underwhelming.
It is.
So you see potential. You see some potential.
Aftermath.
I do feel like it was a budget thing. Like it might have been a restriction that they just couldn't shoot that or afford it.
But when it comes down to the aftermath, when everything is, everybody starts to understand the whole situation of the story. I feel like Hard Eyes did it better.
Hard Eyes did it so much better.
Hard Eyes did it better.
That's
when it comes down to the killers.
Yeah. That is from the same director who did Werewolves Within.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that or if we talked about it before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Werewolves Within.
Yeah.
So.
But if you go from like that was a super indie movie with with limitations to its budget and storytelling, and then you go from that to Hard Eyes, that is a huge improvement.
Yeah. Especially with like this amazing beginning kill scenes.
Oh yeah.
But I give them effort. I give them like a C+ for effort.
I would love to see what they can do more down the road.
Yeah. Then I got 8 minutes, and 8 minutes is all I need to explain to you the floppity flop that I watched later on that day on 4th of July. I was scanning through Tubi like I do, because there's so many horror titles that are attached to Tubi nowadays. And I was like, anything in the slasher genre? I'm like going down, and I see this movie called Brute 1976. And you know how there's trailers attached to it sometimes, for a movie. It's like, oh, there's a trailer, I can watch the trailer for it. And I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. It looks kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of deal. Bunch of people out in the middle of the desert, bunch of killers in masks. I'll check it out. I turn it on. And it starts off with two beautiful women. They get stranded on the side of the road. Like, oh, our car won't start. Let's go off and find someone that can help us. They find an abandoned mine town called Savage, where there's junk everywhere. Oh, look, there's an abandoned mine. Let's go exploring in there. Okay. What? Mind you that these two women are girlfriends. So there's a whole thing where it's like, okay, really? You're gonna go into an abandoned mine for some weird reason? It's nicely lit too. Apparently, it's a nicely lit mine for an abandoned mine. And you guys want to get horny in there? And then, while in the process, I'm like, okay, let me guess what's gonna happen next. You're gonna hear a sound. In the middle of them doing things with each other. Do you hear that? Like, stop. How
old was this movie?
It's last year.
What?
25. It's 2025.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you hear that? No. And like, oh, don't stop. And then all of a sudden, you hear that again? I feel weird. We should stop doing this, okay? We gotta get out of here. Oh, but my clothes is all over. Go get my clothes. I don't want to walk out of here naked. She walks away, come back. She's like being killed. Like her girlfriend's getting killed by some mass killer. Then you see this blonde actress. I give her maybe a D+ for effort for trying to like be like Marilyn Burns from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But lady, you're screaming. It's just, oh my god, it's distracting from the plot. She's like screaming like uncontrollably. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, you're gonna get an Oscar in the future. And then you cut to, apparently the reason why they were there is because there's supposed to be a stupid bicentennial photo shoot in the desert, because they're gonna put on American flags, bikini tops, and like, you know.
Oh, so this is still an Independence Day type of movie.
Still, yeah. They're out there. They're gonna shoot like, you know, like a swimsuit bicentennial. We love America, 1976. 200 years of America. We're here to shoot in the middle of the desert in nice swimsuits. You got a photography crew with a photographer that is possibly gay, and it's always eyeing out the freaking one of the crew members because he's half naked all the time with his shirt out. And like, I don't know why. It's like, okay, I'm a guy, I'm gonna wear Daisy Dukes. Good job. It progresses to the point. It's like, oh, our other model's not here. Where's the other model? Oh, I don't know. Let's go looking for her. And they go to the abandoned town, and I'm like, they're probably gonna like find her. No, they don't. They don't find her. They get in the car. The actual model breaks free. Is like, help me, chasing after the car. And like, let's listen to the music louder. They go off. Apparently, the makeup artist that's a part of the crew is like, oh, okay, maybe she can put on the swimsuit. Okay, let's take our pictures. Taking pictures. Yay, we got it done. Let's go back to this abandoned mine town with all the junk and like roam around. Then they find out, oh, somebody actually lives here. And then chaos ensues where they're getting chased by a guy with a chainsaw.
I just looked up the poster. I was like, is there a chainsaw in here?
There's a chainsaw involved. But when the guy's moving a chainsaw around, I'm like, stop. You're doing it bad. You are not Gunnar Hansen. Knock it off. There's 3 other killers in the group. There's one that talks way too much. That is like supposed to be the Leatherface, but dinner time Leatherface. I mean, he's all dolled up kind of Leatherface,
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out The town is being is inhabited by a family of Charles Manson Sawyer / like Charles Manson and like the Manson family and the Sawyer family mixed together. And once the dialogue starts running about why they're doing this, they lost me. They lost the plot.
What was it? You want to spoil
They're
it?
doing it because the apocalypse is coming, the 80s is around the corner, and everything's gonna go to hell. So why not we just, anybody that comes through here, we'll kill them. I believe they eat them at the same time as well. Or they use their skin for some weird reason. I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an odd scene in the movie where you find out that the makeup artist that's part of the team is actually a part of this cult family.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, we need to find the other guy. I killed one guy. We need to find another guy. And her and the mute chainsaw killer. It's like, we have a little time. And she starts taking off her clothes. There's this whole scene where one girl is hiding underneath the bed. And these two killers are going at it on the bed. It's off camera, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like a spring is like poking her chest, and like I'm like she's over there going, It's like, yes, the best acting in the world. It ends with just the most ridiculous, like, I can't even explain it because it's still confusing to me. But overall, it was horrible. And Brute 1976, be aware.
Be aware.
Plus, there's a whole scene in the movie where a guy's getting killed because he sticks his penis through a glory hole. And there's a whole and it's for some reason it's censored. It's like, oh, okay, you gotta censor a penis, but you can get away with the whole lesbian thing at the beginning of the movie. And
was that whole thing graphic?
Apparently, the penis was through the hole, and then you see like a guy like slowly like tickling. It's all said. The penis is censored. So I'm like, once they pull out the drill, and you're like, stop. And we'll end it with that, everybody. This has been Thursday Afternoon Frights here on the local show, KAKU 88.5 FM, the voice of Maui. Don't watch Brute 1976. I watched it so you didn't have to.
Yeah.
We're out of here. How's it? I'm Brother Tony from the local show. KAKU is one listener-supported station. That means that all the kind shows you hear, like me, are sponsored by you, the listener, as well as our underwriters. If you would like to help keep the voice of Maui talking loud and clear like that, go to kakufm.org/donate and give today. And don't miss the local show Monday through Thursdays live at 1 p.m. on 88.5 FM, the voice of Maui.
This is KAKU 88.5 FM. I love you. The voice of Maui.
The Sonic Cafe.
The green light flashes.
A Sonic Cafe. Featuring intelligent, eclectic music, comedy, and pop culture.
'Cause he's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's racing and pacing and plotting the course.
The Sonic Cafe.